Welcome back to Mad Talks Football, and what a game we have just witnessed in the Bundesliga. Wolfsburg versus Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich get off in the skin of their teeth. I mean, what a game of football that was. Nobody really expected this game to be that close, but Wolfsburg were really good, especially in that second half. So let's get right into it. First half, Bayern really started the game very well. Wolfsburg were, of course, they were really defending. They were showing a lot of respect to Bayern and their players, and Bayern really took advantage of that. They controlled the game. They had the ball a lot in the first half. They created a lot of chances in the first half, and then they, of course, they go ahead and they take a lead. They take the lead through Jamal Musiala. Great goal from him. First goal for the Bundesliga in the Bundesliga for Bayern Munich, and it's of course Germany's wonder boy at the moment, Jamal Musiala. But after the goal went in, the game became sort of like a cagey affair. None of the teams were really getting their passes together. The movement that Bayern showed in the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, that were really gone as Wolfsburg tried to counter back, tried to get back into the game. But Bayern, in a way, they became a sort of defensive after the goal came went in. So that was quite surprising, and it kept on like that until the first half. Second half comes in, and I don't know what the manager said at a halftime to the Wolfsburg player, but they came out and they were on a different level. They from first gear to they went to the 10th gear. I don't know, they were so good, so aggressive, so onto it, everything, and they get the result in getting the penalty, which was a great move, and they get the penalty. Maya steps up, takes the free kick, takes the pen, and it's a 1-1, and Wolfsburg are on it on a level against Bayern Munich. And then the way the Wolfsburg players played, it was really good. Like the chances and the way they attacked, it was really good. Against Maya gets another chance between, like, it was the first 5 minutes, and they get a penalty, and then Maya hits the post as well. And Bayern, like, after the moment they came out of second half, they couldn't believe what was like. They were shocked as well as everybody else. They went on back foot the moment the goal, before even the penalty was given. Bayern were on back foot. They concede the goal, and then a shot on target that hits the post. Bayern are on defensive. There were some, there's something like that they couldn't believe the way the Wolfsburg player were playing, and things got from bad to worse when Wolfsburg took the lead. Ball comes in from the right hand side. Neuer goes in, but the winger cuts back in, and Meyer is there again, and he slots it in, and it's a 2-1 Wolfsburg, and it looked really bad. And at that time, you really thought that maybe Bayern are gonna concede lose the game on the first day, because the way they were playing in that first half, like the first 20 minutes of the second half, it was really bad from Bayern. You don't really expect that from Bayern. And I said in my prediction video as well that their transfer window was really good. Their squad is really good, but it is the manager, I think, and the inexperience from company showed during that time. And he made a good sub in bringing Thomas Muller, but I think that was a very obvious sub that you needed to make. And they bring in Thomas Muller, and he had an instant impact, even though it was given as an own goal from Garabra, who I think was really good, especially in the second half. He made a lot of saves from the Bayern players after the 15-20 minute period, and after they equalized, then Bayern became the Bayern we all know, chance after chance. And then Wolfsburg were the team that became on the defensive, and they started to go deep and deep in their half, and I think that resulted in Bayern getting the goal. Great move again. Harry Kane showing his strength, controls the ball, keeps the defender at bay, easily plays it to Gnabry, and of course Gnabry coming in from the right hand side easily smashes it in at the side of Garabra, and Bayern take the lead back. And it was in a way a deserved lead, because the way they played, if you look at the whole game, you would say that Bayern deserved to win that game. They created more chances, there were more shots on goal, they controlled more possession. Wolfsburg in the first half, I think they did not play up to their potential, which they did in the second half. And after that Bayern scored the second goal, I think as the manager, he decided that he would be happy with a point, and then they decided not to attack that much. I think that was a mistake, because the way they played, like the first 15-20 minutes, the way they played, it was really good, and I think that surprised Bayern, because they really did not expect Wolfsburg to come out and attack out just straight from the get-go. And I think when they decided to fall back, I think that really helped Bayern. It was the same in the first half, and it did not really work for Wolfsburg, so I really don't know why they changed the strategy midway through the second half. But they did, and then of course they had to pay the price for it, as they lose the game. I think Garabra, the keeper, was really good. Meyer played really good. The midfield was good. It was a good game, and if you are a Wolfsburg fan, I think the only question you would ask from your manager is why go back to something that did not work in the first half. They showed too much respect to Bayern in the first half. They really did not, it was really not a one chance from Wolfsburg in the first half, and they let Bayern control the game. Bayern had like almost 70% possession in the first half, so that's how in control they were. They were quite wasteful in the first half. Bayern, even though they had so much possession, there were not really that much chances that they created apart from the first 15 minutes. And the moment they scored the goal, they sort of sat back. It sort of reminded me of Gareth Southgate in the Euros, when England used to get the goal, and then he used to decide that now we are going to defend. I thought it was a little bit of that from Bayern, and which was quite surprising. But in the second half, when their backs were against the ball, Muller comes in with his little sheet with the instruction from Vincent Company. That was quite funny to watch. But they got back and they get the win. Of course, it's Bayern Munich. It's the way that big teams, the teams who want to be champions, they play. Even if they are not that good on the day, if they are not playing the way they want to, they go ahead, they somehow get the win, they somehow get the points, and Bayern have done that. And again, I would say it was a deserved win for Bayern Munich, because on an overall game, on a whole, if you look at the complete game, I think they were the better team in comparing them to Wolfsburg, and they deserve to win the game. So a good start for Vincent Kompany as the Bayern manager, winning his first game, even though it was quite close, even though he would be really worried when Wolfsburg were 2-1 and they were playing really good football. But I think having such a good amount of good players in your squad, that helps a lot. And I like, as he said, I have nothing bad against Vincent Kompany. I think he's a good manager, and he could turn out to be a great manager, but I think he's like, it's just too early for him to get a job like Bayern. I don't think he is ready enough, and it showed in this match as well. He's learning. It's basically like he's an intern at the moment. He's learning on the job, so it will be quite interesting when they play bigger teams, tougher teams that have better scores. They're almost like scores like them, your Dortmunds or your Leipzigs or your Leverkusen's. When you play those games, when you play those teams, I think that is when you can really judge Vincent Kompany, and I think those games will be quite interesting, to be very honest with you. Wolfsburg, I think they would be in a way disappointed, especially to take the lead and then to give it away, especially the second goal, the own goal. I think that could have been avoided. The third goal at that time, I think because after the second goal, they basically decided to fall back and decided to hold on to that 2-2 draw, because they thought that a point would be enough for them. That I think would be, in my opinion, a tactical and managerial error. In my opinion, they should have continued to attack, and I think if they would have done that, maybe they would have been the ones getting a goal and getting the win, especially when the home crowd was so pumped up after the way they played in the second half. Overall, it was a good game of football, and I think Bayern really deserved to win that. Wolfsburg a bit disappointed, but a good start for Vincent Kompany's era as a manager. First game, first win. So we'll see how it goes for him. Let me know what you guys think of the game in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, and click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. As I said before, we are just 4 subscribers away from that 150 subscribers mark, so let's get to it quickly. Until next time, bye bye.